Good day. Something a little different from me today. Some of you may remember the old Australasian Survivor magazine years ago. Unfortunately it went under because there weren't enough contributors, but it was a great magazine. It was Australia's own survival magazine, and it deserved a lot better than it got. Anyway, I used to be the black powder editor for Australasian Survivor magazine, and I also did reviews, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. We've had some thieving here, thieving of equipment. As most of you know, I live off-grid in a forest, and we've had wood poachers, and as I said, people thieving equipment, and I've even had people cutting our fences. And it was due to the cutting of our fences that I actually contacted these people. About a camera. Their name is ProsChoice. They're actually on the net. It's actually ProsChoice without an E, so it's PROS choice.com.au, and they're in Sydney, New South Wales. If you're in my neck of the woods in the New England area, they also have a distributor called Sapphire City Security in Inverell. So that's a bit closer to hand, and it's really good if you can go in and physically see the item and talk to the people who are selling it. And it's a good idea if it's local, because if anything goes wrong, you can take it back to them again. ProsChoice in Sydney, their phone number is 02 956 77476. I'll say that again, 02 956 77476 if you want to give them a ring, or you can look them up on the net. Now, I have no idea what this camera is like. This is their recommendation for the conditions that I have here. So we're just going to see how we go with this. It's a Browning trail camera, 2-inch colour viewing screen. What else have we got on here? 8 rapid fire shots in 2 seconds. Heavy duty, steel tree mounting bracket, infrared LEDs, IR detection within 80 feet, whatever that is. I'm no expert on these things, and I'm not really a technical person, even though I have been a technical officer working for the government. This was not my field, and these days I prefer not to get technical with things. For me, something either works or it doesn't. It's either good or it's not. And that's the same where I'm shooting black powder, using muzzle loading guns or whatever. I'm not into ballistics. I'm into something that does the job. And my recommendations are based on that. So here's the camera. Let's see. First job is to find out how the hell to get it out of the container, I should imagine. Oh, here we go. Whoa! That wasn't held in there, was it? Okay. Let's hope it's as hardy as they reckon it is. I assume this is a strap for putting around a tree. Looks pretty good. It will go around most of my trees in our forest. My idea at the moment, my plan for this is using this in various places, like the woodshed, for instance. I used to keep equipment in there, but I know for a fact that a wood poacher that's been cutting trees on our place has been to our woodshed and has seen what is inside. So I've moved the equipment out of there now, so it won't do him any good if he comes back. Even so, having one of these in the woodshed would be a plus. I've got a fence that's been cut, and it's been cut twice already in the same place, would you believe? So I'd like to put a camera down there and keep an eye on that area. I think I know who's doing it, but I'd really like to get it on camera, and because well, what other proof can you have? Well, this seems so far fairly simple. It looks fairly water resistant. It seems reasonably robust for something that's built out of plastic. It's fairly light. And it's fairly easy to undo. As yet, I don't see where the batteries go. It may have some already, but I doubt it. Just looking in, there's a plug in here that opens up. That's for an auxiliary power unit, 12 volt DC, to plug in there. We've got a TV out and we've got a USB input, so I'm hoping one of my leads for my video cameras will fit in there. Otherwise I won't be able to put it onto my computer. To release the battery tray, press the battery eject button. Pull firmly on the battery tray to remove. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you where the button is. Absolutely no idea. No button that I can see. I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. Obviously I'm going to have to read the instructions to find out where everything is. Let's have a look. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Mainly because when I'm watching videos I don't really enjoy so much talking from people as actually getting on with the job. Oh, okay, there's a button here that says eject. See what happens. There we go, that's it. Okay, it was there. There's an eject button down here, and I pressed it. Press the battery eject button, pull firmly on the battery tray to remove. Maybe I have to hold the button down. No. Oh, jeez. You do have to pull firmly too. Okay. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. AA batteries, which I don't believe I've got, and it's a long way to the city for me to get any, so it's going to take me a while to get the batteries for this. So follow-up videos on this unit, on what I do with it, will be a little while yet. Okay, let's put that back in there. It just pops back in easy enough. Okay, close this up. I won't bother reading all the instructions to you. I'm sure you can look these up on the net, and you can contact ProsChoice yourself and get the information you want on it. In fact, there are some other videos on YouTube on ProsChoice cameras, which are worth looking at, because these are the guys that actually know what they're talking about, and they can give you all the specs and everything on these cameras. What I'm going to do with the camera is I'm simply going to go out and use it. I'm going to put it in some places where I need to put it. I'd love to put this on some trails. As you can imagine, in the forest we've got animal trails all over the place, and I'd love to put this on some of the trails just to see what sort of game is wandering along there. I haven't been out in the forest much lately. Of course, mostly what we get here is roos, wallaroos and wallabies, and the occasional wild boar and the occasional wild goat. But seeing the tracks and knowing the stuff is there is one thing. Actually seeing the animal on camera is a different matter again. Well, it's just different. And who knows what else I might pick up. I always find it very intriguing when you set something up like this that nobody can see in the woods, and leave it there taking pictures. It's rather exciting to be able to go back and take the camera off the tree and play the recording back and see what it's been seeing whilst you haven't been there, day and night. I just find that quite exciting. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting this in a few places where I need security, and show you doing that. And like out of the front of the house where we park our vehicles, for instance, and down at the woodshed, places like that, and down on the fence line where they've been cutting it. So it should be very interesting. So that's about it for now. As I say, this is a Browning trail camera, and I will give you a close-up of it anyway, but like I say, I think you've probably seen these before anyway. Well, you can see them on the net. Okay, and we'll leave it at that for today. Right, that was my first unboxing. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it of some interest, and I hope you'll stay tuned for when I come up with some more videos on this particular camera. Yep. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.